And so when that talent density is there and the team is, to use your term, they're effervescent, it's going to feel heavy because when somebody is not a fit, they're going to drag that talent density down. Most of it is, can you get on board with our culture? Because at the end of the day, that's what makes us so special. What makes a company special is the interaction of its people. Because I mean, if I'm without a group of people with me, I'm just a dude with a dream. I'm just a dude working, which is fine.
Right.
But the reality is that the team is what makes us exponentially more impactful to the world than we could be by ourselves. That team is glued together by culture. So when someone comes in and doesn't fit the culture, and this might sound melodramatic, but when I fire them, it's because they broke a non-negotiable or they did not follow one of our core values. Right.
And in sports, it is really one of those things where we don't really retrain. We just rehire. You cut them.
Yep.
And you wish them the best and you help them along. But you find if you keep folks that don't fit the culture, you'll either have weight inside the culture that you don't need, because the culture needs to be an effervescent feeling thing. You don't need to go into a room and feel weight of someone that doesn't belong. And literally in the locker room, you can feel an effervescent locker room or you can feel a weighty locker room. Well, if you got a weighty locker room, you got a couple of guys that don't belong there.
Right.
And you got to get rid of them. They may be good guys. Or you have a cancer. You have a tumor. Got to get the tumor out.
Yeah.
Got to get them somewhere else. Is that similar to what kind of goes on?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have an effervescent culture? Everybody's bought in?
I think of it as being talent dense. You're dense on talent.
Nice.
If you're not dense on, by the way, that's from Netflix. That's their term. None take credit for that.
Right.
But the idea of talent density is how much talent do you have in your organization? And when the density of that talent is really well put together, you have a person who doesn't fit there because they don't have and by the way, talent isn't just, I know how to do government contracting. It's, do you fit our culture? Do you communicate well? We have an entire, we call it the Skyway Way, and it's probably a 20-page document, has all kinds of examples of when we say write well, what do we mean? When we say communicate well, what do we mean?
Okay.
Like we actually have examples just so people can understand this is what our expectations are. And so when that talent density is there and the team is, to use your term, they're effervescent, it's going to feel heavy because when somebody is not a fit, they're going to drag that talent density down. And
yeah.
Now they're not, it's going to feel like we can only go as fast as this person is going to let us.
As our weight.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like a sea anchor on your boat.
Yeah, no, 100%.